there chatting with our guest, Damien Howden, who is the writer of a new action thriller. So welcome, Damien.
Thank you very much. Good morning.
Good morning. Right, now tell us a little bit about how you came to write this novel.
Well, essentially I've been writing for many, many years, just for pleasure mainly. I've been writing a book for several years when my wife told me to get cracking and send it out to somebody. So I actually did. I sent it to an agent without finishing it first. I sent him the first 30 pages, a synopsis and a brief letter.
Right.
Luckily he really liked it because he was the UK agent of the year, as it happens, and then I had to tell him, though, that I'd not actually finished it when he said he liked it, so
right.
I had to tell him that and then quickly finish it. So, but he was willing to wait, which is nice, and then he took it on, and he tried to sell that one last year, but that was a straight action thriller, so that's not too popular at the moment in that sort of genre.
Isn't it?
So then we sat back down, came up with, he sent me away to come up with a few ideas, selected one, and then that's the one that we've just sold recently.
That's amazing, because it can be quite hard to find an agent.
I was very lucky, to be honest.
Yes.
I specifically selected an agent that dealt with the genre of book I was writing, though.
Yes.
I think that's a common mistake. Sometimes people send it away to many different agents that might not even deal with the same subject matter that they're writing about, whereas I was quite specific in targeting this one chap. But yes, I was very lucky as well, to be fair.
Yeah, of course. But what made you start writing thrillers as opposed to anything else?
The sort of thing I'm interested in, the sort of thing I read are thrillers. So, ever since I was a little boy, I'd read adult thrillers. That's always fascinated me. That's always where I've got my entertainment from. Thriller films as well. It's just a genre I enjoy listening to, reading, watching the most. So that's what I naturally fell into when it came to writing.
Right, and did you do a course?
No, I didn't do a course. I studied interdisciplinary human studies at Bradford University, actually.
Right, okay.
Another element of that was English literature, but no course on creative writing. It's just from
yes, it's
reading
something
a lot,
that
really.
you either can do in some respects, isn't it?
In some respects, it is. I taught myself structure and so on through reading about it and the technicalities of it, but other than that, no particular course.
Okay, now you've got a pen name, so you're sort of slightly a mysterious character.
Yes, my pen name is J.T. Brannan.
Right, although you're Damien Howden.
That's right,
really?
Yes.
Interesting. Okay. Now then, what made you come up with the idea of this origin, this strange plot?
Well, my wife and I were having a bottle of wine one night, and we were sat there.
Good way to start. Yeah.
It always helps the creativity, I think.
Yes.
So we were there chatting about various different things related to the creation of the world and things like that. Really, a strange subject, perhaps, but we developed we developed some sort of theories that we thought were quite interesting, and then we thought, we could write a book about that. But then, obviously, we wanted, because I was a thriller writer, we wanted to hang a thriller storyline around those ideas. So we had the idea for kind of the whole thing of the origin of humanity, if you like, and then came up with a storyline to place around it.
And, of course, you've got a woman heroine, haven't you, to begin with? Or we called a woman hero these days. But, so she's Evelyn Edwards.
Yep.
Tell us a little bit about the sort of plot. What does Evelyn get up to with her team?
What happens is, at the start of the novel, her and her NASA scientific team, they're studying the Antarctic, and they find a body hidden in the ice that's been there for 40,000 years. But it's like a modern man. So that's something of an anomaly. Another team comes down to extract them, but instead executes the scientific team. She manages to escape and goes on the run. She then recruits the help of her ex-husband, who used to be in an elite government unit, and then together they try and piece together what's been going on, which leads them to unravel one of the greatest conspiracies of all time.
Right, and you end up getting into the Large Hadron Collider at some point.
That's right, yes.
So it's really exciting. It's a sort of James Bondy sort of action thing.
In a way, in terms of the pace of it and the action of it, absolutely.
Yes, and they will be are they Australian, are they English people?
Americans.
These are Americans,
Evelyn Edwards, she is a NASA scientist, and her ex-husband, Matt Adams, he is an American Indian. And he's an American Indian tracker.
Brilliant. So they've got a lot of extra built-in skills.
Absolutely.
Excellent. Well, it sounds really exciting. Now, do I call you JT? JT Brannan?
Damien will be fine.
Damien will do. But anyway, for listeners, this is a novel called Origin. It's by JT Brannan, and it's an action thriller, and it certainly definitely sounds on the lines of the sort of thing that Fleming might have written. If people, and you've also written a blog, haven't you? That
I have. Yep. It's www.jtbrannanbooks.blogspot.com.
Okay, so people can find out about more of your writing as well as
yes.
about this.
And I'll be having a website coming out in the next week or two, which is jtbrannan.com.
Okay, but the book is not published until October.
Not until the 25th of October, that's the release date, although it can be pre-ordered on Amazon and Waterstones and Foils and Play.com as well.
Okay, well, it's called Origin, it's by J.T. Brannan, and it sounds quite exciting, listeners, so you might well want to get a copy when it's out, or even order one in advance.
Absolutely.
Okay, well, Damien Howden, thank you very much, and also thank you to Mrs. Howden for being the inspiration for the book and also for being here today. Nice to see you both. Thank you both for coming in. So you're listening to About Bradford. The programme will be ending very shortly, but we'll play a little bit of music before we end. And of course we've been talking about rain and about May and about flowers. So here we go, Flowers.